Good afternoon. My name is Alexandros Dardas. I am the manager of the Digital Hub in Vienna Insurance Group. And in the next 20 minutes, I want to show you the development of the insurance sector in the field of digitization. I would like to start by asking you a question. Do you think that the insurance is sleeping and actually losing the connection to the digital progress? I don't think so, but let's have a closer look. I don't know if you recognize the picture or if you can find out where it was taken. This picture actually is taken in Vatican. It shows the election of the Pope in year 2005, the Pope Benedict XVI, and the picture underneath shows the election of the Pope Francis in year 2013. Our customers are mobile. Our customers are digital. Their expectations are digital. Our customers are buying the stuff digitally. They are booking the taxis digitally. They're booking their hotels digitally. They even meet each other digitally, and maybe in the near future they will also get married digitally. The question is now, every insurance company should undergo a digital transformation. And this digital transformation actually comprises in two fields and has an impact in two fields. On the one hand, the digitization and this digital transformation has an impact on the operation model. That means the insurers actually have to go mobile. They have to meet the customer expectation for any time and anywhere. As a second step, the insurance companies, they have to automate their end-to-end processes. What do I mean with this? Not to just develop a front end and then everything else will be done manually in the back office. As a third step, the insurers, we and are already actually creating additional services through their existing business models, such as assistance solutions by using GPS data or even concierge services in the household insurance. The insurance model hasn't been really changed since 1861. What are the insurers doing? Actually, we assess risks, we collect premiums, and then we pay out claims. In this new era, this business model will change, and the insurers will develop new services based on new business models. For example, the insurers will become from claim payers to risk preventers. The creation of new interaction models in order to support the customer journey will be also very relevant, and I can give you as an example here the uses of virtual reality and augmented reality for increasing the risk awareness by our clients. Furthermore, in order to be able to develop new business models, we will have the first effect is a prerequisite. That means we have to have automated process in order to be able to develop new business models. If you will ask me what is the trend and where is this development going, I cannot tell you actually where we will be in the future. But I can definitely tell you that the future will be innovative. And innovation is actually strived by the technological progress. Let's have a look now where the insurers are planning to invest and in which technological areas. 84% of the insurers are planning to invest in data analytics. Data analytics are tools and techniques in order to make decisions which will, based on data, which will have an impact on pricing, on risk management, etc. 58% of insurers are planning to invest in mobile-first solutions in order to meet and satisfy our customers, and furthermore to have an easy access on our products. 34% are planning to invest in robotics process automation. That means labor-intensive and repetitive actions will be done automated, and especially actions that they don't require much decision. Here, some examples is actually the compliance tracking or the entering data into a system. Then 33% of the insurers are planning to invest in artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is mimicking the human capacity of processing language and of self-teaching. Here we can have more personalized offers, even support the claims process and make it faster. 33% of the insurance companies, they're planning to invest in cybersecurity. We already heard it here, GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, which will come into force in May 2018. The next one is 22%, and the insurers are planning to invest in IoT, in the Internet of Things. Internet of Things are connected devices, which deliver to the insurers valuable data in order, again, to speed up the claims management process, to make better decisions, and to even to develop risk models. 12% of the insurers are planning to invest in public cloud infrastructure. This is the technical part. So the insurers will get rid of their valuable data and the servers where they are actually safe, and bring them to a public service provider where the users will have an access to the data over the internet. 11% of the insurance companies are planning to invest in biometrics and identity management. Biometrics, the new technologies, they allow actually to measure a person's characteristic in order to make a formal identity of these persons. And last but not least, 8% of the insurance companies that plan to invest in distributed ledger technologies, smart contracts, blockchain. I think here we are in a banker conference, so I don't have to explain to you what's a blockchain, but I will give you an example. 2 weeks ago, AXA has made a cooperation with a startup called VIG, where actually they launched in the blockchain flight delay insurance. So, the insurance companies actually, when they're investing in these knowledge areas, they have developed also different models and financial vehicles on how to do this. The first financial vehicle or model is actually the establishment of investment arms to make investments in insurtechs. The examples here is done, the first example covers the Allianz Ventures. Allianz Ventures has invested in Lemonade. Lemonade is very well known in the insurance company. It's a new startup company which is founded in the US. And this insurance company is using completely artificial intelligence and behavioral economics in order to sell their homeowners insurance and renters insurance. The unique selling proposition of Lemonade is actually a part of their underwriting profit will be donated to a charity. The second one is XL Innovate, and part of the XL group. They have also invested in Lemonade, but also they have invested in another startup which is called StoneStep. StoneStep is offering a micro insurance service product with a very cheap premium. The Mass Mutual Ventures have also made an investment in Insurify. Insurify develops virtual agents and a robo-advisor, which makes personalized recommendations to the client and is checking dozens of quotes in order to save time and money. The second model are strategic partnerships that the insurers are undergoing. The two examples here I brought is AXA and Alibaba. AXA has undergone a cooperation with Alibaba in Asia, and using the e-commerce platforms of Alibaba, as well as the affiliates of Alibaba and Financing, which is selling financial products in Asia. And AXA will offer now travel insurance for the Chinese people who travel across the seas. The third model are incubators. That means when insurance are budding actually entrepreneurs, and they give them the infrastructure, resources, and mentorship to build their own ideas. AXA has created CAMET, and in AXA's CAMET, the entrepreneurs work alongside with the AXA's employees in order to develop the new business models. Allianz X sponsors a 100-day entrepreneurship. They give the entrepreneurs the possibility to use Allianz resources in their own house. We have in-house incubators and innovation labs, where the companies are innovating by themselves by employing an expert who has a background in startups. Some examples here is actually the MedLife's Lumen Lab, where they try to strive the digital culture within a multinational company like MedLife. And the Manulife's Lab of Forward Thinking, this is the loft, where they have built this loft in Boston, Singapore, and Toronto in order to develop new business models and by overcoming the bureaucracy that the multinational cooperation is having when they want really to bring the ideas and prototype and let them go live within a huge corporation like Manulif. The last model is actually direct acquisitions of insurtechs. Examples here is Allstate has bought SquareTrade. SquareTrade offers a consumer protection plan and is cooperating with major retailers in America. Generali is also very active here. Generali has bought CareLinks. This is a post-acute care provider, and actually they match individuals with caregivers. They can, the families can track their activities, plus they can schedule their drives through Lyft. Generali has also acquired MyDrive. MyDrive is a startup which was founded in England in 2010, and they're using data analytics in order to predict driving behavior and give it back to the and use it for insurance purposes. So these are the models, and we saw that in those models, the insurance are actually investing in insurtechs. Now let's see how much are we really investing in insurtechs. In this graph, in year 2014, there were approximately $860 million invested in insurtechs. In 2015, it was 2.6 billion. In 2016, it was 1.6 billion. And in the first 2 quarters of 2017, we have overcome the 1.2 billion limit. Here, I would like also to show you the number of operations. The number of operations increases year by year. So in 2014, we had 104 deals. In 2015, we had 124. In 2016, 174. And in 2017, only the 2 quarters, we already had over 102 deals. Does this mean that the insurtechs will really disrupt insurance? Does it really mean that the traditional insurers will not exist in the future? According to Capgemini, the biggest advantage that the traditional insurers have is called trust. 40% of the customers trust their traditional insurers, and 26% of the customers trust the insurtechs. A further big advantage of the traditional insurers is actually that we can comply with the regulation. We have a superior security, we understand the insurance business, and we have the technological background for the insurance business, and also for the economy of scales. The insurtechs, on the other side, they provide better value for the money. They can introduce faster and more efficient services, and they can act more agile. Actually, we can see that the trend is not really a competition. Insurtechs and insurers, they are actually collaborating in the ecosystem. And this collaboration brings exactly these two words that I mentioned before, and they are trying to achieve actually better offerings for the clients, more personalized offerings, and additionally to that, the traditional insurance, they can address specific segments and specific the targets in the market, which otherwise they wouldn't be able to. Let me show you a bit what we're doing in the Vienna Insurance Group. In Vienna Insurance Group, just very briefly, we own 50 insurance companies in 25 European countries. We have 23,000 employees, and our rating is A+ with a stable outlook by Standard & Poor's. VIG has defined one strategic program, which we call Agenda 2020. This Agenda 2020, it addresses the two fields that I mentioned in the beginning. That means we have in the one side the optimization of the business model, and on the other side we ensure the future viability of the group. I will now deep dive in the digitization, since this is our topic here in this conference. With digitization, we have two approaches for innovating. On the one hand, we innovate internally. With internally, we started in Poland the Genesis digitization project with a goal to test new ideas and innovations. But these results that come out of these tests will be used across the group or other companies. That means we want to increase our synergies. VIG is still a private company, and we always look for profit, and we always look for solutions that make sense, and the business case is positive, and they have a positive net present value. Therefore, the Genesis program also, as you can see, they cover most of the technological areas that we saw before. So, artificial intelligence and robotic personalized processes, they will analytics for the claims handling process. They will check the mobility and the self-service offerings, as well as explore new products with the usage of Internet of Things. That was the internal view. Let's see now what we do with the external view. VIG has started a cooperation with the Insurance Innovation Lab in Leipzig, Germany. This started in the beginning of 2017. In the Insurance Innovation Lab, we have found the perfect partner who actually has a very deep insurance know-how. It acts like a startup in an agile way, and it brings the state-of-the-art methodologies, innovation methodologies, in order to develop models with us. The model is very interesting because when we are talking about research, in this Insurance Innovation Lab, we use the collaborative method. That means more insurers in the German-speaking world, they are doing a common research on specific topics, and then they create use cases, which then they bring back to their companies. We are also using the Insurance Innovation Lab as a driver for the InsurTech's contact and the network. We have an extensive network in the startup and insurance scene industry in Germany. Furthermore, we have an exclusive collaboration with the Insurance Innovation Lab for developing our own innovation projects, and we use their connection to German universities for achieving and educating our own employees in modern innovation methodologies. Last but not least, I brought you also two examples of solutions that are already implemented within VIG. The first solution is also here in Bulgaria. It is VIG Assist. It is a solution launched, it's free of charge in the health insurance application from Bulsrad Life, the sponsor also of this conference. In this VIG Assist, you can actually make appointments with medical providers. You can get reminders about these appointments. This application is using also GPS data and the map in order to show you you can choose actually a doctor of your preference, and you can exchange also documents over cloud. The second solution comes from Poland, and it is an awarded solution, which is a smart platform solution, and you can actually buy an insurance company within 2 minutes in special terminals or in dedicated apps that our Polish company has developed. So, is insurance really sleeping, and insurance lost really actually the connection to the digitization process? No, definitely not. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, please feel free.
Сега, тъй като